Have you ever wondered how much you can really handle? Let's dive into the fascinating topic of human resilience, a quality that often flies under our radar. We move through our lives day by day, not realizing the extraordinary power that resides within us. That power, my friends, is the ability to overcome challenges, to bounce back from life's trials and tribulations, to rise above the obstacles that life throws our way. It's in our nature, an inherent characteristic of being human. From the dawn of our existence, we've been equipped with the ability to adapt, to endure, to survive. This resilience has been our silent partner, guiding us through the rough and tumble of life. But here's the catch. More often than not, we vastly underestimate our own capabilities. We doubt ourselves, question our strengths, and even undermine our own potential. It's a peculiar trait, isn't it? We have this incredible innate power within us, yet we frequently fail to recognize it, let alone harness it. Think about it. How many times have you been caught in a storm, thinking, I can't possibly weather this, only to find yourself standing tall when the sky is clear? It's because you have an incredible capacity to handle so much more than you think. It's not about being invincible or fearless, it's about understanding that we are wired to withstand, to grow, and to learn from our experiences. It's about acknowledging that our capacity to handle life's challenges is not fixed, but rather it expands every time we face adversity. So let's start giving ourselves some credit. Let's start believing in our ability to navigate through life's twists and turns. Let's start tapping into the power within us, the power of resilience. Because believe it or not, you're stronger than you think. Consider the story of a marathon runner who thought she could never run more than a few miles. Her name was Emma, a woman of average fitness who had never run more than a handful of miles at a time. But one day she made a decision that would change her life forever. She decided to run a marathon, a daunting distance of 26.2 miles. Training for a marathon is no small feat. It requires months of physical preparation and a mental resilience that can only be described as remarkable. The early mornings, the aching muscles, the blistered feet, all of these became a part of Emma's daily life, but she was determined. She had a goal, and she was going to reach it no matter what. Emma faced many challenges along the way. There were days when her body screamed at her to stop, to give up, but she pushed through. It was hard, harder than anything she had ever done, but she knew that the only way to reach her goal was to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep running. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Emma's body began to adapt. She became stronger, faster, more enduring. She began to believe in herself, in her ability to run that incredible distance. And with each passing day, she was getting closer to her goal. Finally, the day of the marathon arrived. Emma lined up at the start line, her heart pounding in her chest. She looked ahead at the long road that stretched out in front of her. She took a deep breath and started running. Mile after mile, she kept going. She pushed through the pain, the fatigue, the doubt. She kept running, and then, after hours of running, she saw it, the finish line. With a final burst of energy, she sprinted towards it. And as she crossed that finish line, she felt a sense of achievement that was indescribable. She had done it. She had run a marathon. And she crossed the finish line, proving to herself that she could handle so much more than she initially believed. Now think about a single parent juggling work, home, and children alone. Imagine this scene, a single parent managing the hustle and bustle of life all on their own. Picture them waking up at the crack of dawn, preparing breakfast, packing lunches, getting the kids ready for school, and then rushing off to a full-time job. There's no partner to share the load, no relief when they're sick or tired. This is their reality, day in and day out. But this isn't a tale of hardship, not entirely. This is a story of resilience, of strength in the face of adversity. Let's delve a little deeper into their journey. We've all heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. But what happens when the village is just one person? It's a daunting task, isn't it? Yet this single parent does it every single day. They master the art of multitasking, juggling a multitude of responsibilities. They become the cook, the chauffeur, the nurse, the teacher, the cheerleader, the disciplinarian, all rolled into one. There are struggles, of course, moments of exhaustion, desperation, and self-doubt, moments when they question their ability to carry on. But each of these moments, as challenging as they might be, is also a stepping stone. It's in these moments that they discover their inner strength, their ability to persevere. They learn valuable lessons along the way. Lessons about patience and sacrifice, about the power of love and the importance of self-care. They learn to appreciate the small victories, the quiet moments of joy amidst the chaos. They learn that they are capable of more than they ever imagined. Through the trials and tribulations, they emerge stronger, more resilient. They become a beacon of strength for their children, teaching them about perseverance, about the power of determination. They become their children's first and most important role model. And so, this single parent, against all odds, manages. They navigate the stormy seas of parenthood alone, charting a course for their children's future. They rise to the occasion, meeting each challenge with courage and tenacity. Handling it all, this single parent discovered an inner resilience they never knew existed. Imagine an entrepreneur starting a business with no guarantee of success. This is a journey that begins with a spark, a kernel of an idea that has the potential to change the world. With their heart pounding and their mind racing, our entrepreneur takes the first brave leap into the unknown, fueled by passion and a vision that only they can see. They throw themselves into the world of business, a world that can be as unforgiving as it is rewarding. They face a seemingly never-ending cascade of challenges and obstacles. There's the pressure of securing funding, the struggle of finding the right team, the difficulty of navigating market trends, and the constant threat of competition. Every day is a test of their resolve, every decision a risk. The stakes are high, the margins for error thin. There are sleepless nights and stressful days, moments of self-doubt and fear. But our entrepreneur doesn't falter. Instead, they meet each challenge head-on, with a determination that's as unyielding as steel. They take risks, not recklessly, but with calculated precision. They know that in the world of business, you must sometimes leap before you can look. They understand that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to success. They show resilience, an attribute as valuable as any business degree. When they stumble, they pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and keep moving forward. They learn from their mistakes, adapt to changes, and never lose sight of their goal. Their journey is fraught with highs and lows. There are moments of triumph, like securing their first client or making their first sale. And there are moments of despair, like when a deal falls through or a product launch fails. But through it all, our entrepreneur remains steady, fueled by a relentless drive to succeed. Despite the odds, the entrepreneurs succeeded, showing that they could handle the highs and lows of business. Their journey is a testament to the power of resilience and determination, and a reminder that we can handle so much more than we think. What do these stories tell us about our own abilities? This question begs for reflection, doesn't it? Each narrative we've explored has a common thread: resilience. The power to not just endure, but to overcome adversity, to transform pain into power, and to rise time and time again. Think back to the marathon runner. Each stride, each mile was a testament to their resilience. The sweat, the fatigue, the pain, they were all obstacles. Yet they were overcome, not by sheer physical strength, but by the iron will to keep going. Consider the single parent juggling a multitude of roles, from being a provider, a caretaker, to a teacher. The daily grind, the sleepless nights, the silent worries, these are their hurdles, yet they persist, driven by a love that knows no bounds, demonstrating an incredible resilience. Reflect on the entrepreneur whose journey is a roller coaster ride of highs and lows, successes and failures. The risk, the uncertainty, the setbacks, these are their trials. Nevertheless, they persist, fueled by a vision that is bigger than themselves, embodying the essence of resilience. These stories are not just tales of individuals, they are echoes of our shared human capacity to withstand adversity, to adapt and to grow. Resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving in spite of the odds. It's about harnessing the power within us to transform challenges into stepping stones, to turn trials into triumphs. So how can we harness this power of resilience in our own lives? It begins with a mindset that views obstacles not as roadblocks but as opportunities for growth. A mindset that embraces change, that views failure not as an end but as a beginning. A mindset that believes in the power of perseverance, of hope, of resilience. So the next time you're faced with a challenge, remember you can handle so much more than you think. You possess an inner strength, a resilience that is far greater than any obstacle you may encounter. Harness it, embrace it, and let it guide you towards your goals. After all, resilience is not just a trait, it's a journey that leads us to discover the true extent of our abilities.